forget thy thorn crowned brow. Lead, Jesus, to Calvary. Lest I forget how you prayed on Gethsemane in the garden. And lest I forget how you suffered your agony on Calvary.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is an excellent day to serve an excellent God in and with the spirit of excellence. Good morning. Whew. Good morning. This is Coach Sherry, Chaplain Sherry. This is your community pastor, Sherry. This is Sherry from the 800 block of Mooney Avenue. Good morning. Guess what? Today is not only Friday, but it is the 27th day in our 40-day journey to the cross. It is Lent Day 27. We are marching. We are marching on our way with Jesus as Jesus is headed to the cross. Good morning. If you are stumbling upon me for the very first time, again, I am Coach Sherry, Chaplain Sherry. I am your community pastor, Sherry. I'm Sherry from the 800 block of Mooney Avenue. And while you may see me applying makeup, this has nothing to do with makeup. It has all to do with me doing what I'm doing while I am doing it. So if you are coming into this space, please greet me by saying good morning. Good morning, Marquita. So glad to see you this morning on this 27th day of Lent. And listen, I always say, if you find value in this space, only if you find value, would you like, tag, share with those in your clique, your crew, or your circle, especially with those who you feel will also benefit from this space and this time with me. So listen, on this 27th day of Lent, guess what we are fasting from? We are fasting from discontentment. We are fasting from not being satisfied. And not being satisfied to the point that we are willing to do whatever it takes to quench that thirst, even if it means harming another. Today, as I think about this, let's go back a little bit to remember that Jesus has just left the Garden of Gethsemane. He has with him his trusted three, his inner circle, Peter, James, and John. The other 11 are left behind, and perhaps they are wondering why they were not included in the company of Jesus going to Gethsemane. Good morning, Joyce. Good to see you this morning. But so there's 3 with Jesus, there's 11 left behind, but there's 12 disciples. So where is the 12th disciple? Well, the 12th disciple is Judas. Judas is not among the 11. Judas is somewhere striking a deal. Judas is somewhere strategizing how it is he could quench his thirst of greed. Judas' betrayal of Jesus has everything to do with not being content with what he has and where he is, to the point of getting in cahoots with those who will take Jesus down. Judas is not content. Judas is not satisfied with where he is in life. Well, Coach Sherry, how do you arrive at that? Well, let's just look at it. Judas may not have been in the inner circle, but he was certainly in the circle. Listen, he has been with Jesus. He has been with Jesus through all kinds of situations, right? He has been with Jesus as when Jesus has healed the sick and raised the dead. So he is with Jesus with some very important things. He is the treasurer. So he's the person who holds the money bag. So it's not like he is non-existent. He has a very important job. He has a very important job of keeping up with the finances of the operation. So to do that, Jesus must have trusted him to do that job, and he had to be up close and personal. Yet, it was not enough. It was not enough for him. And when people feel that they are still not satisfied and that they will do whatever it takes to get satisfied, that means that whoever is in the way, whoever stands in the way of getting what they want, they will do what it takes to get what it is they want. So, even so though, I'm also interested in the fact that Jesus knows what Judas is going to do, like he knows what Peter is going to do. But yet, Jesus does not remove them. And in fact, Jesus allows them to dine at the table. Now, I'm wondering why it is that Jesus having that information does not stop Judas from doing what Judas is going to do. This is what I come up with. Good morning, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. This is what I surmise. That even though God knows, or even though that there is something about our human will and human agency, that there are some things that we want to do and that we are going to do that God does not stop us from doing. That God does not stop us from doing those things. And so Judas has not gone out with the 11 to the garden at night, but he was present for the Last Supper. So he has gone out to conspire. He has gone out to conspire with Jesus. I mean, with the Romans who are going to take Jesus down, right? He is not content with where he is in life, even though it appears he has everything. We could say, and we can talk about we can talk about Judas in all kinds of ways, and he shouldn't have done that, and he wasn't saved, and all of that kind of stuff. But have you ever done something, or because you were not content where you were, you thought you should have more than what you have, and you do whatever it is to get that more? I believe that Judas' actions was about greed, because he was not content with where he was in life. Are y'all feeling me this morning? I need some kind of interaction to let me know that y'all with me this morning, because it seems like I'm talking to myself. Seems like, just give me something, let me know that you know what I'm talking about, that you are here and you know what I am talking about this morning. He's not satisfied. He's discontent. And so he wants more. And so this interaction with Jesus and Judas lets us know really how they felt about each other. Jesus and Judas' final interaction ended with some name calling. The last name Judas called Jesus was Rabbi, or teacher. And the last thing Jesus called Judas was friend. But this use of friend that Jesus calls Judas has more to do with we're co-workers. I know you're not for me, but we're co-workers. We're cordial with each other. We don't have no intimate relationship. We're not besties. We're cordial. We are co-workers. Jesus referred to him as a colleague, a fellow worker. They were in a mutual relationship of getting some work done, but it was not a equal relationship, which meant that Judas perhaps wanted more He wanted to be where Peter, James, and John were, even though he had a top position. Do you know people like that? In your workplace, in your home, in your church, in your community, that they have it all, but yet they are not satisfied. So today we are fasting from discontentment. We are decreasing in discontentment, and we are increasing in being grateful for what we have. Now, you may not have sold someone out for 30 pieces of silver, but certainly you have wanted something that somebody else had, and you perhaps did some things that you are not proud of to get more. Listen, this thing about discontentment really steals from us rather than gives us more. What am I talking about? I'm talking about when we want more things, we work more hours. But it really steals our peace of mind. It steals our health. It steals our relationships when we want more. So we work more to get more, but we really have less. Is that making sense? And so today we are fasting from this idea of wanting more because we don't think that we have enough, and being grateful for what we have. It is the 27th day of Lent, and we are fasting from discontentment. Listen, throughout this day, when you feel yourself wanting more, take an inventory of what you already have. Y'all be blessed, and may all be well with your day.